Okay, hello everybody. Just want to make sure my penny, they call it a penny in England.
Oh my God.
Yeah, penny. It's actually my, what is this in English?
Apron. Oh my God.
Okay, I got my apron on. All right. Yeah, today I'm going to make a cake that I absolutely love. So I love almonds and I love ricotta. So today I am going to make an almond ricotta cake.
Wow.
It's going to be light and airy compared to the cheesecake I made the other day, which a lot of calories. Jesus, and I'm going back to Florida in September. I gotta look good in a bathing suit. But today I'm going to be making an almond ricotta cake. So let me tell you the ingredients that you're going to need. Basically, you're going to need all-purpose flour. The amount that you need is going to be in the description below. So you're going to need all-purpose flour. You're going to need baking powder. You're going to need salt. You're going to need room temperature butter, 1 stick of room temperature butter.
Salted or unsalted?
Unsalted. And you're going to need a 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese, whole milk ricotta cheese. You're going to need, this recipe calls for 2 large eggs. I didn't have large eggs. My eggs are kind of small, so I'm using 3. So if you don't have large eggs, by all means, use 3. I have almond extract, and I have a video coming up on how to make almond extract and vanilla. You're going to need 2.5 cups of granulated sugar. And these are almonds that I basically powdered into small pieces with my food processor.
Shredded them.
Well, yeah, shredded them, pounded them, you know. I don't want a total powder. I want a little bit of a tiny bit of a chunkiness to it, but I did that in my food processor. And you're going to need a 9-inch cake pan, a spring pan. I already buttered it, and I put a tablespoon of powdered sugar, and I made sure I got the sides all done.
Oh, it's not flour?
No, it's not flour. This is good. This is actually powdered sugar.
Cool.
And I got my oven preheated to 350 degrees.
Right there, okay.
350 degrees. Okay, so before we do anything, we're going to start off with the dry ingredients. I don't need this right now. All right, I got to get, let me get a small bowl. You can follow me.
All right, there he goes.
Oh, I keep my bowls in here. Should I use silver? I'll use glass.
See, you see on a video, I live with this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and I need a little,
Hey, there you go.
a little whisk. Okay, so in a separate bowl, we're gonna take the dry ingredients first.
Does it have to be a glass bowl?
It can be stainless steel.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna put the all-purpose flour. Okay, I'm gonna add my baking powder. Okay. Like I said, the amount is all gonna be, and my salt. And I'm gonna put that all in this bowl. And basically, I'm just going to stir it up a little. Okay, you can use a whisk. You can actually, if you want, you can sift it. You don't need to sift it because we're not making a cake. We're not making like a layer cake where the sponge has to be soft. This is going to be just a regular cake, and you don't mind a little bit of lumps. But if you use a whisk, you'll mix it up perfectly well. Okay, so that we're going to set aside. And the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to get my spatula because I'm going to have to spatula this down. Okay, so I have my stand mixer out. My God, this stand mixer has been getting a lot of use lately.
I know, that's right, you see?
There you go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take...
Go ahead, take your time.
Yeah, let me just make sure.
He's thinking.
Okay, so we're going to take the... oh, wait.
I see. He's trying to get this together here, but unfortunately...
Okay, so... What?
See? There you go. Okay. That's before the first booze.
Okay, so we're going to take the room temperature butter, 1 stick. Room temperature because we want this to soften up.
Okay.
Okay, so we have our room temperature butter in there, and we're going to take our sugar.
If you're sitting in a video as far as like things he's doing, just leave it in a comment below.
And we're going to take our ricotta. Remember, this is 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. So,
whole skim ricotta.
Yeah, whole milk.
Whole milk ricotta. Yes, correct.
Okay. So So we'll put that there. Give me something to put this down on. I hate to put stuff on my counter. You know, I like to put it nice, clean. Okay, we're going to lower this.
What are you going?
And we're basically going to combine this all together. Then we're going to, we're going to scrape it down a little.
Give a good scrape down.
A good scrape down. Okay. God, that mixed together.
Oh, so that was quick, damn.
Really, my God, that did mix together really quickly. See what happens when you follow the instructions and you butter at room temperature and stuff. So let's bring it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Zip,
It's a modern way. Zip, zip.
I have a video coming up tomorrow I'm going to put together, which is going to show you how to make. See, I do a lot of baking, so extract actually could start costing a lot of money once you buy. I end up buying, first I started buying small bottles.
The big bottles.
And then I started getting big. But even these can be expensive. So I'm going to show you how you make your own vanilla extract, almond extract. You can make vanilla, almond, you can make orange, you can make strawberry, you can make a lot of stuff. I only use two. I use the almond and I use the vanilla. So let me check this again. Okay, that looks good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my 2 teaspoons of almond extract.
Almond extract.
And let me tell you, oh my God, that smells so good. And it's actually very easy to make extract.
If you're watching the video in the left corner, you press that button and you can actually smell it through the TV. Don't try that because it's not going to work.
Okay. So we got the wet ingredients all mixed up.
That was quick.
Very nice.
I can hear the sugar. It's weird.
Right. So now we're not done. So now we take our dry ingredients and I'm just going to put in a little first. Half.
Half.
I'm going to put half. Started off on low because if you started off on high, all the flour is going to go flying around. Just going to scrape this down.
Can I scrape down?
Yeah, I don't want no lumps. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the other half.
This is all coming to you live.
Live. I don't know if anyone actually catches what he's saying. He's actually...
I'm mocking him.
He's not mocking me. He's quoting from the Honeymooners.
The Honeymooners.
Remember, start it off slow. Let it incorporate a little. And then you can raise it. Can you get a shot in there, Joe? So it's all coming together very nicely. I'm going to let it mix for a while and then I'm going to scrape it down. You can actually now start raising it if you want. Alright, let me scrape it down.
I was going to scrape it down.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh my God, Jimmy, I tell you, I know you can smell it because you're in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, I can smell it, yeah.
Right? You smell it? Oh my God, the almond.
Press that smell button. Press that smell button.
Almond and ricotta. This is almond and ricotta cake. Very easy to make. Not that much. Not that many ingredients on the cake. And a little flour here.
It's like it's come close to the last week you made that remember the No Cow Pizzeria? No Cow Pizza. That's right, No Cow Pizza.
No cow.
Honeymooners.
Yeah, honeymooners.
The glow-in-the-dark wallpaper.
Right, I'm going to give it one more scrape.
One more scrape.
And then I have one other thing I have to put in here, but that I'm going to put in by hand.
See, if I just say these little things on the side, everybody would go into a coma. So this is basically what you're doing so you don't like...
I'm gonna mix it for another minute or so.
Good.
And look, and it smells absolutely delicious.
It does. Very, very good.
Okay, that's it. We are done. I could
There we go.
scrape off my paddle. I want every bit of this in this cake.
Time to stretch. Go for a walk. Or call a
She's
friend.
reminding me about my walk. Unfortunately,
Not today.
not today. It's like 90 degrees out there.
With 80% humidity, it's the same.
80% humidity, and I am not walking in this heat. Okay, so
It's dangerous.
here it is. That's the batter. And the last thing I'm going to do
Very nice.
is I'm going to take my
Very nice.
half a cup of almonds that I crushed with my food processor. I'm going to pour that in. And I'm just going to fold this in.
You should mix them with a food process.
No, you want to fold this in because they're already chopped up in small pieces. I don't want the food processor to turn them into powder. So, see, if you look in there.
Oh, yeah. She's gonna have a hard time turning it there.
Yeah. Okay, so when we come back, I'm gonna pan it and then I'm gonna put it in the oven and I'm gonna tell you what to do next. Okay, so basically I was gonna get ready to pan it, but unfortunately I did forget a step, and it's a very important step. I forgot to add the eggs.
The
I
eggs!
said, the eggs. I was too busy listening to Jimmy about
Yep.
his honeymoon and stuff that I lost concentration. So 2 large eggs. If you don't have large eggs, by all means, 3 regular size eggs. So I'm gonna put them in now. You could leave out the shells.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's like a little crunch there.
Yeah, and see, leave out the shells, and there's a shell. And
It's so trying to get a show of a thing. It just does not want to come out.
right there. Okay. And 1 more egg.
He was wondering why it was so thick. And that's the way it
Not
looked.
that it was so thick, but I'm saying to myself, as I'm mixing it, I'm saying, I got 3 eggs on the counter. What
There
the
you
hell am
go.
I doing with 3 eggs on the counter? And then I realized I need 3 eggs in here. So, remember, 2 large eggs. If you don't have large eggs, 3 small eggs will be fine. See, now it's coming together really, really nicely. So when we come back,
There you go. There you
okay, so when we come back, we're going to pan it, and I'll tell you how to cook it. Okay, so my batter is done. Don't make the mistake I did. Make sure you do put in the eggs. Thank God I caught it before I actually put it in the pan and put it in the oven. You want to mix your dry ingredients first, which is the sugar, the salt, and the all-purpose flour. Put that aside. You want to take your butter, your ricotta cheese, and your vanilla extract. You want to mix and sugar. You want to mix it all together. Once that's mixed, add your 3 eggs if they're small, 2 eggs if they're large. Mix that in the stand mixer as well. Once it's all incorporated, at the very end, pour in the cup of the almonds that you basically smashed up or powdered up in a food processor. Add that in, and then by hand you can just turn it. So, got very lucky by adding the eggs in last. Okay, by remembering the eggs. So, this is my batter, and trying to get it so you can see.
I got it.
Get that all in there. God, it smells absolutely delicious. Scrape it around. Okay. Swirl it around. Okay. I like to get everything in there, so why waste it?
Yeah.
Okay. You can give it a tap. That's it. You're going to throw this in an oven, 350-degree oven, and you're going to cook it between 45 and 55 minutes. And then when we come back, we'll show you what it looks like. We still won't be done with it yet. We have to top it off with something. So when we come back, I'll show you what's next. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes, and we're going to unmold it. And I just want to make sure that it's
not stuck.
Not stuck, and so far it looks pretty good. We're just going to unmold it.
Perfect.
Oh, looks really, really nice.
The sides are really good.
Look, see? Very, very nice. Very good. That is a ricotta
cheesecake.
Almond. No, this is an almond ricotta cake. Get cheesecake out of your mind. That's done.
Isn't ricotta cheese?
It's ricotta, yeah, but it's not a cheesecake. It's a ricotta. It's an almond ricotta cake.
Okay.
Not a cheesecake. Okay, so we're going to let this cool for another 5 minutes, and then we're going to top it off with some powdered sugar. Like I said, if you want to put almonds on top of this, you can.
You don't have to.
I didn't want to put almonds on top of mine. I put enough almonds inside. So we're going to wait for this to cool another 5 minutes. Then we're going to top it off with some powdered sugar. Then I'm going to cut into a piece and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this has been cooled. So the next step we're going to do is, like I said, you could put almonds on top of this. Don't worry if you get cracks on it. Remember, this is like a cake, almost like a sponge cake. So it's like a pound cake. So if you see cracks forming, don't worry, it's no big deal.
It's okay.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some confection sugar, and we're just going to sprinkle some on the top.
There you go.
I like confection sugar, so.
It's sweet, but not crazy sweet.
Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to clean off a little bit of the edge. Okay, and this is your ricotta, your almond ricotta cake. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so we're going to cut into it now.
Goes in very smooth.
Wow, look at that. Absolutely.
Can you see the steam?
Yeah, but it should cool off a little bit more, but look, you could see it's so light and fluffy. You could see all the almond pieces in.
And the air pockets.
Now, if you wanted to, you can do a little bit of, if you know how to make homemade whipped cream, which I do, but I'm going to do it without the whipped cream because I need to cut a little bit of calories. The cheesecake actually killed me, so I'm going to actually taste this for you. And so look how beautiful that piece looks.
That's nice.
So I'm going to just take a little piece here.
Look how he does that. Jeez.
Oh.
That's because it's still warm.
Yeah.
Once it gets cold, it won't crumble like that. And he uses a proper fork, a cake fork. Very good.
This is bakery quality. This tastes just like a bakery. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. I know what this cake is supposed to taste like. And this tastes like I just bought this from a bakery.
I believe you.
I gotta take one more piece. Oh my God, look how nice and smooth and rich that is. And you can see the almonds in there, all the holes, but nice and fluffy.
You can see now he's like memorized.
That's the best almond ricotta cake I have ever made. Follow my instructions. use the same ingredients that I'm going to be posting in the description below, your cake will come out exactly like this. Let it cool down a little bit more. Like I said, you can put almonds on the top. You can put almonds on the top, or if you want to make homemade whipped cream, which all it is heavy cream with a little bit of convection sugar. Mix it up in a blender until it gets nice and fluffy. Add a little bit, instead of the vanilla extract, add a little bit of the almond extract, and then pipe that on top of your piece. It's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to finish the piece I cut, and we're going to have this dessert after we eat dinner. So like I say at the end of all my videos, take care of one another, especially now. And remember, if you're worried about calories, out the window. Once in a while, you have to splurge. You know, we're on this planet a short time. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's not deprive ourselves from things that we enjoy. So once in a while, have a dessert like this and enjoy.
This is not as bad as a cheesecake, though. No way.
Oh, God, not as bad as a cheesecake. The cheesecake,
No
my
way.
God, the calories go out the window totally. This right here, I mean, there's some sugar in there and ricotta and cheese and stuff like that, but still, it's something you can't have every single day. But I'm telling you, my God, I still got the taste of that almond cake in my mouth. It's absolutely delicious. I'm going to go back and finish my piece. So, peace out, everyone.